Hello friends, hi, welcome and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, hi, my name is Palmira. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm super excited for today's video. Today I'm going to be talking to you about some things that I'm passionate about, being somebody who works in corporate and has a career outside of YouTube. So I just want to share some tips that I hope will be useful to you in your journey. So if you're like me who wants to stay curious, wants to stay motivated and passionate about your work, whenever a job gets very mundane, you can start to feel quite uneasy, which is what usually happens to me. So today I'm going to walk you through some of the things that I've done over my career to stay curious, to stay involved, and stay passionate about my work. So let's get right into it. Number one is to get a career coach. Contrary to popular belief, most jobs have access to a coach, or you can use professional development dollars to have access to a coach. So when I've used a coach in the past, I found that they were a wealth of knowledge in helping me to build skills and competencies, or just identifying those skills and competencies, whether it's for the job that I'm in right now or for the career trajectory that I want for my life. So I would definitely recommend you looking into getting a coach. I think they are amazing and will always enlighten you and bring you to a new level of awareness about what you've learned so far in your career and how much further you need to go based on your personal goals. Building off of my first point, point number two would be use professional development dollars. I cannot overemphasize this enough. Most jobs set aside a certain amount of money for each employee every year to have professional development, whether it's to grow within their job or to build their own skills and competencies towards what it is that they want to learn. For instance, I've used professional development in the past to be able to attend conferences where there were young professionals like myself, where I could network, build some skills around project management and program management. I've used it to get certifications and trainings. In my case, one of my jobs was providing money where you could go get another degree. For me, it was a master's degree, which is what I did. It was some of it, not like covering the entire amount, but I would say it was more than sufficient. So my advice is that it's imperative that you understand what your professional development dollars are for the year and make sure you're utilizing them to the best of your ability, because really you could be growing in your skills, in your competencies and certifications to make yourself better and make yourself a more competitive employee. Point number three is to seek out fellowship opportunities. I cannot say this enough because I feel like a lot of people don't even know that there are so many fellowships available, especially here in the United States, where you could still be working full time and be in some of these fellowships, while some of them would actually provide you a job while you're in the fellowship. These are amazing ways to grow as a leader in your field of work, or to build up on some skills and competencies you already have. These can be fellowship programs through universities, through big corporations, some nonprofits, whatever they may be. I say do your research. If it's compatible for what it is that you're trying to do, there is nothing stopping you from going ahead and getting into these fellowships. So definitely take advantage of them and let me know what you think. Point number four is to get a mentor. Mentors are so important, and I would go right off the bat by saying mentors are not therapists. So please do not treat your mentor as such. You're really wasting your time as well as that person's time by treating them as a therapist. So it's so important to go into these conversations bringing something that you feel is of value to that person, but then that other person can also impact you in your career, in your growth. Usually the one way you want to pick a mentor is if you're really looking at a certain career trajectory, you can look at somebody who's kind of gone through the same path that you have, or somebody who has a job that you would want to do one day. That's an amazing way to find a mentor and really get connected, get networked with other people, because really one of the things that mentors are able to do is open up their network and their people to you to help you learn and grow and make new connections. Point number five is to learn something new. It could be a new hobby, a new topic area, a new field of study, whatever it could be. It can be very personal to you, but just learn something new. So when it comes to learning something new, as I said, it needs to be personal to you, but also look at where your career field is going or where you would want to be individually as a person. Learn about what's happening in that field, understand what new courses, what new skills, what new competencies, what new things are being value added to that field, and really start to put yourself in a position where you can get ahead of the curve and start to get those things under your belt. I always say there's so much out here today, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's just Google, there's Coursera, there's so many tools and resources that are pushing to help people learn new skills. So just put yourself in the place where you can really grow as an individual so that when you're showing up at your job, you're showing up as value added, but also it could be you're pursuing a new career, but coming to the table with something of an edge is great. For instance, it could be a new language. You could go and learn French, you could learn Mandarin, you could learn Korean, whatever it could be for you. It's important to understand that these are all marketable resources and skills that you can bring to a job that most other people may not have. So don't count yourself out and put yourself out there to learn something new. Point number 6 is to shadow someone whose career you would like to have one day or somebody you admire. Shadowing is a really great way, especially in an organization that you work at, to see how a leader in particular goes about doing their work. This could mean going with them to certain meetings, going with them to certain conferences, or just being in the same space as them, learning and watching their mannerisms and how they handle tough situations. This is something I personally haven't done yet, but I've seen other people do it and have found it of value. So that's something I would recommend that you absolutely look into if it's an option for you. Point number 7, I would say, comes if you feel like you're stuck or you feel like you've gotten to a point in your career where you're not moving any forward. You've kind of gone through a lot of the things that I've talked through, but you're still feeling stuck. At this point, I would say you might want to consider a pivot. So, this could be a career pivot into a new field, into a new level of work. It could be going to a different job, whatever that might look like. Career pivots are really personal and have to be made by that individual, by yourself, if that's where you are. But I would say I've gone through that from moving from a one topic area to a completely different topic area. And I did that through learning and understanding what I would need to get to that place. I went to graduate school, got a new degree, and now I'm working in a very different topic area, but still in the general field of study, just in a different topic area. And now I'm building those skills and subject matter expertise because I see myself doing this kind of work for a little longer. So, those are my 7 tips. If you feel like you want to continue to be curious at work, you want to continue to grow, or if you're feeling stuck, I hope this has been useful and helpful for you. If you've done any of these or you're planning to try any of these, please let me know in the comments. Let me know if this was useful, if you would like to see more videos like this, and I hope you come back. And don't forget to like, to comment, to share, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.